What I'll do is we'll just kick off. Grant, do you just want to give us a bit of a background on yourself, on where you come from, now, and so forth? So you want to kick us off?
Yeah, certainly, Nope. Well, I've been in the real estate industry probably for about the last 8 years. The last 6 years, I've been working in the prestige market with some of the players in Brisbane, be it Ray White and Place.
Yep.
Had a great time there. Had an opportunity .com, and that's where I've been for the last probably actually I think about 6 months now. I've been with realestate.com.
Right, so what made the change to go from spending sort of 8 years obviously building a decent enough database? I mean, you would have seen the boom and then you would have seen it drop off. What made the change to make the transition to go to something like realestate.com?
Yeah, there's probably a couple reasons, and it was a massive decision at the time to make this move. But obviously there's been the ups and the downs. But also in my own personal life, I've just had the opportunity of getting married about 4 weeks ago. So it was also just wanting to spend a little bit more focus on my family and lifestyle. Working in real estate, it's a solid 7 days a week job. Anyone that thinks it's a 5 or 6, you're selling yourself short. And also all the action happens outside of business hours because that's when everyone needs to catch up with you. So it's a bit more of a lifestyle choice, but one thing is I love the real estate market. I love the real estate industry, and this gives me an opportunity to work with some of the, I believe, the biggest player in Australia.
Now, tell me a bit about that. I mean, you love the industry, and I'll talk about being, working with the biggest player in a second. But I just want to touch base on, you're very passionate about the industry, and every time I've spoken to you about it, you do get excited and exhilarated by it. How much of that contributes to what you do and what you love and the success that you've had?
Oh, I think that's mandatory. I think you can't be doing anything unless you have, what I actually call, I got taught early was the ACE principle, authentic, contagious enthusiasm. It has to be authentic, it has to be contagious, and you have to be enthusiastic. And that's, I think, the basic of all sales. And I think, especially in an industry where, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that give us a bad name, I think it just makes it that little bit more easier in a way to step above the crowd and, I suppose, be a little bit different, do things differently, and connect with whoever you're talking about.
Yeah, very true. Can you just go over the ACE principle again? It was authentic, contagious.
Grant and Anoop, I'll just interrupt there. We've just had a question come through from Lisa. She's just wanting to know that after 8 years in real estate, how did you keep that ACE going? So how did you keep the enthusiasm going after such a long time?
Yeah, certainly. I think it's a good question, and there were moments when your fourth deal falls over because of finance or building a pest, and there's times where there's a couple months where you didn't get a paycheck when you're a commission-only agent. I think you just got to have those goals and those dreams and have something that you're actually working towards. And I think that's probably the main thing that changed for me over the last 18 months. When I was in real estate, I was very, very focused on the prestige market, being the best agent I could be. It was all about the money as well. And I think when this lovely lady stepped into my life, there was other focuses that became high on my priorities. And now it's about working hard to look after them as well. So I think, it's just having those motivational factors that drive you each day.
Thanks, Grant. That's really good. And I think we just covered the E in what we were looking for. Lisa, I mean, it's something that Grant has mentioned, and it's something that's really important to keep thinking about. Is this is a really nicely succinct way of putting it, the ACE principle, being authentic. If you're actually authentic in what you do and you love what you do, you'll always find a way to break through. Right now, we're in a climate that's actually very challenging. If anyone's in retail, will know it. If anyone's in business, you have to be smarter than your competitors, but you have to be very authentic and and trustworthy. You have to have a contagious ability to really want to, people will want to talk to you because you're passionate, like what Grant is saying. You have to be passionate about what you do. You definitely have to be enthusiastic and show enthusiasm for the customer. And Grant, I love that. That's absolutely brilliant. I haven't heard it in that format. We've spoken about it in different principles, and thank you. I mean, that's just a little bit of a nice little nugget there that you've given us already, and it's only a couple of minutes into the interview, so thank you very much.